Hello, my name is Vinton Cerf. I'm Google's chief internet evangelist, and as has happened in the past, Latif Ladid has offered me an opportunity to proselytize once again for IPv6. Many years ago, some of you may know the story that I had a T-shirt made that says IP on everything, and today I think it's got to be IP version 6. Look, the address space is 2 to the 128. That's about 3.4 times 10 to the 38th addresses, which ought to be enough to last until after I'm dead. Then it's somebody else's problem. But we have not adopted IPv6 as broadly as I would like. Some estimates are about 30% penetration, although there are parts of the world and networks that are fully IPv6 capable. These are often and preferably also IPv4 capable to maintain compatibility with people who haven't quite caught up. So this dual stack capability seems like it's the practical way forward. It may not be everyone's favorite, but at this point it's the only way to get additional address space, which we are going to need because the proliferation of IoT or Internet of Things devices plus mobiles simply expands well beyond the IPv4 address space, even in the presence of network address translation, which has its own weaknesses and potential brittleness. So my view, which I hope many of you share, is that we should be intensely pushing for IPv6 capability. Not too long ago, the American Defense Department issued yet another bulletin asserting that it wanted to see IPv6 only capability by 2025. And here, this is a very important point. IPv6 only is an important capability. Everything has to work with only IPv6, or we won't ever claw ourselves past the IPv4 dependencies, for example, in domain name lookup. But we need to have IPv4 backward compatibility in order to deal with people who haven't yet implemented IPv6. So the dual stack approach really seems like the most pragmatic one for us to take, while also assuring that we can demonstrate IPv6 only capability. Some of the users of IPv6 are beginning to look at the address space scale and asking questions like what else can they do with it besides simply addressing a larger number of devices. And so a very interesting idea has come up called segment routing, which is a little bit like source routing in the IPv4 design. But there are things that you can do with that that might be of some interest in terms of steering traffic in directions that might be preferable. This is not too different than some of the concepts behind MPLS, multi-protocol label switching, which allows one to confine traffic to particular paths in an optical fiber network, for example. So there's room for innovation in the adoption of IPv6, to say nothing of preservation in the sense of being able to maintain the Internet's growth and continued utility into the rest of the 21st century. So thanks for listening to Virtual Vent. I look forward to seeing some of you face-to-face in person once we get past the COVID-19 pandemic, which I surely hope will. In the meantime, I'll see you on the net.